Yo, what's goody YouTube? This is your boy, Remo, and I'm back with another video. Yeah. Yeah, this time I want to talk to y'all. I want to tell y'all about this chick that I banged that looked just like Nell Carter. Y'all remember Nell Carter from the hit show back in the 80s called Give Me a Break? Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of... Nah, that was a Kit Kat commercial. That was the theme to the Kit Kat commercial, right? Yeah, that chocolate crispy taste will make your... Nah, I forgot how to Give Me a Break theme song go. Matter of fact, Nell Carter was singing it. Yeah, she was singing it. I just forgot how it go. Damn, y'all remember the show? Give Me a Break with Nell Carter and who else played in that? I don't know. I know Danny Glover was in a couple episodes. Yeah, Give Me a Break. Nell Carter. Yeah, she also played in this movie about the basketball player Hank Gathers. Remember Hank Gathers? He played for USC. Then he transferred to Loyola Marymount, LMU, in Southern California. He collapsed and died on the court. Yeah, she was in that movie, the Hank Gathers story. Anyways, I had a chick just like her, that looked just like her. She was short. She had the same voice as her. They both sounded alike. But see, the only thing about this chick, she has some big, gigantic breastises. I mean, her breastises was the size of Norma Stitz. Y'all know who Norma Stitz is? Norma Stitz is she was in the Guinness Book of World Records for the world's largest breastises. So imagine Nell Carter with breastises as big as Norma Stitz. I put Norma Stitz in the thumbnail of this video so y'all can see how big her breastises was. So imagine a chick that's like 4'11" with these huge, gigantic knockers. And I used to love sucking on them joints, boy. I used to be sucking on them bad boys like I was 2 years old. Yeah, and me and Nell Carter, we had a relationship, on and off again relationship, probably for about 3 years. And how we met was we both worked at the same job. This was before I got into security. I was working at a law firm. I was working in the mail room. I was a mail courier, and there was a bunch of other people in there doing different things. You know, she worked on the printer. You know, she made copies and shit. You know, and she did UPS and all that stuff. You know, she was a good worker. That's how me and her met. You know, on my first day, I noticed all the pretty girls in there. The majority of them seemed stuck up, except for one or two. And one of them was this chick, Nell Carter. Now, she was Jamaican, but she didn't have a Jamaican accent. I think her dad was Jamaican, or her mother was Jamaican, or something like that. And but she would do the Jamaican accent real good. You know what I mean? She had an accent that she would put on every now and then, you know, to let people know she was Jamaican. You heard? Rude boy, blood clot. What the blood clot? What's going on with your blood clot Rasta? Yeah, she would do that every now and then, and she would chant. She used to love KRS-One, bad cop, black cop, or whatever it was. I forgot how the song go, but she was a cool, down to earth chick. And yeah, the first thing I noticed about her was them breastises. Of course, she had a bra on, but like you could tell. I was looking at her one day at work, and I'm like, I bet you them knockers probably hang down to her knees. You know, she was in her 20s. She was in her late 20s. I was in my early 20s, but she was cute. She was well dressed. You know, she always dressed professional. When women dress professional and they got curves, you just could just sit there and imagine. They know that they be leaving something for your imagination. You know, like they'll show off a little curves, just enough for you to imagine. You know, them chicks be the ones that you just want to really go after. Like when you be on a prowl, you be hunting for them for them non-provocative dressing chicks who leave just enough for your imagination. And she was one of them. You know, I had shot my shot at her one day. I was like, man, this chick she probably ain't gonna want to deal with me because we both work together. You know, we work at the same site. We work at the same office. But I wasn't in the office all day because, like I said, I was a mail courier. I used to be on foot distributing mail to other law firms in the city, you know, downtown. And, you know, so I didn't really see her all day, but I saw her enough, boy. And, you know, we exchanged numbers, and she invited me over to her house. You know, she was like, yeah, you know, I'm having a party or something, a get together or something. She was like, come on through. I was like, okay, bet. So I went on over there, and, you know, she had a bunch of friends and family members over there. You know, we were just chilling, you know, watching TV. They was smoking weed. She was a weed smoker and she smoked cigarettes. You know, I was drinking. I was drinking at that time. I was drinking some gin or something. No, she bought me a bottle of gin because she asked me what did I drink. She bought me a big bottle of gin, and like for years, you know, we would gift each other things for Christmas and for each other's birthdays. Her birthday was in January. Mine was in December. You know, she was real cool. She the first day I went over there, her and her cousins was discussing a trip to New York City. All her cousins was cool. You know, the dudes and the females, everybody was just cool. You know, they welcomed me in the house. You know what I mean? Like they was offering me food and beverages. I'm like, yo, I'm good. I brought my own. You know, what can I do for y'all? I'm the visitor. I should be bringing y'all something. But they was just good, cool, down to earth people. So they was talking about going to New York City, and I was like, okay, I'll go with y'all. How much it costs? They was like, yo, we're gonna rent a van, and you know, everybody put in X amount of dollars. I said, okay, cool, bet. So about a month later, we went to New York City, and we stayed there the whole weekend. We went shopping. She bought a bunch of Louis Vuitton bags. I bought a bunch of jerseys and, you know, Rocawear jeans and Fat Farm jeans, you name it. And so on the way down there, she had fell asleep on my arm. And like I told you, she had some big breastises. You know, I started rubbing on her breastises. I couldn't help it. And like her breast was so big, like the way she was laying on my arm, her breasts was like right in my lap, like right on my dang-a-lang. And the whole trip down to New York City, we didn't drive. We sat in the back of the van. Me and her was in the back of the van. Her female cousin was in the passenger side, and her female cousin's husband was driving. His name was E. He was cool, you know. Yeah. So she fell asleep on me. Her breast was like right in my lap. My joint was hard as a roll of quarters the whole time. And all I could do was just feel on them and play with them, you know, and kiss her neck. That's all I could do. We couldn't have sex. And so the whole weekend, all I could do was just fantasize, because we didn't even sleep the whole weekend. I think we got there Saturday morning and left Sunday evening. We didn't even sleep. I think we slept on the way there and on the way back, and it wasn't no good sleep. And so by the time we got back home, after doing all that shopping and traveling, we was wore out. So I helped her with her bags in her house and stuff. And I said, yeah, I'm about to call a cab and I'm about to get ready to go home. And so she grabbed me by my pants and was like, ain't you gonna spend the night? I was like, nah, I gotta go home. I didn't really want to spend the night because, to be honest with you, she had roaches. You know, her apartment was clean now, but she had some roaches. I didn't want to spend the night over there. She was like, why you don't want to go? She was like, come on, spend the night. She made me spend the night. And so I was like, where I'm gonna sleep? She was like, she said, where you think we gonna sleep? I said, okay, all right. So that means she wanted me to beat it up. So she got in the shower. I got in the shower with her. And once again, I like getting in the showers with chicks, because that way I can make sure they wash, you know, in the right places. I wash they ass for them, because I want to wash the person I'm gonna lick. I want to make sure they clean, you know. So I washed her up and down, and first time I hit it, she let me hit it raw, and boy, I jizzed all on them knockers. Every time, I mean, we had an on again, off again relationship for 2 years, and every time I would jizz right on them knockers and in her mouth. And the funny thing about it was, now I like to sleep on, when I'm over other people's house, I sleep on my back. I like to be visual of what's going on. And every time I would spend the night over her house, I would fall asleep on my back. And I'm a light sleep. Back then I was a light sleeper. And I sleep extra light when I'm over someone's house. And she used to smoke weed. And once she would lay down and hit that pillow, she used to be out like a light. And I'll be laying on my back and she'll be laying facing me. And like, she was short. I'm 6'1". She was like 4'11", 5 feet at the most. And so when I was laying down, like her breasts would be like in my, like one of her, I used to always lay one of her breasts on my midsection. Because when she was facing me and I'm laying on my back, like her breasts used to be all over me. So I would pick one breast up and lay it like right on my midsection. And like, I'll wake up in the morning, her breasts would be laying there, and I would just masturbate and jizz all on that one breast. And then like some nights I would switch sides so I can do the same thing with the other breast. You see what I'm saying? I used to, that's one of the benefits of having a chick with big breasts. Especially as big as hers. I think she had to be in the Z's, just like Norma Stitz. I think Norma Stitz is a triple Z or a double Z or something. I mean, forget sleeping with a teddy bear. Shit, you could use one of her breasts as a pillow or a teddy bear or whatever. In this case, I used to use her breasts like a teddy bear. Like, you know how you would sleep with a teddy bear on your chest or something. That's how I used to sleep with one of her breasts. It was hard to get both of them because she'll be laying on her side on one. You know what I mean? So the other one that's just rolling around free, I'm laying that right on top of my midsection, like right below my waist, and I'm jizzing on it. And like, I don't know if she knew or not. I doubt it, because she used to be knocked out. You know what I mean? If she did notice it, she ain't never say nothing. But yeah, man, she was a cute chick. She was down to earth. She was brutally honest. I never caught this chick in a lie. She was smart. I remember when I first got my apartment on Dewey Avenue, she came over there and, you know, she spent the night. The only thing I didn't like about it was she snored, you know, but when she started snoring, that's when I knew it was time for me to jizz on them breasts. You know what I mean? Sometimes I would do it 2 or 3 times a night. And this was after, you know, we did the sexercise. After we had sexercise. Because, you know, you working out, it's exercising, sex, whatever. You know, after we have sex, you know, I would wait for her to go to sleep and jizz on them boobs. I couldn't help it. But yeah, y'all. But yeah, she used to snore, and she came over my house on Dewey Avenue. I had just moved there. Well, I didn't just move there. I had been there for like a month. She was like, "This your apartment?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Did you just move in here?" I was like, "Yeah, like a month ago." She was like, "It looked like you moved in here a couple days ago." I thought she was trying to be funny, but remember I told y'all she was smart. I was like, "Why you say that? What's the reason behind that?" She was like, "You ain't got no pictures on the wall or nothing." Now, when she said, what I'm about to tell y'all that she said, it stuck with me forever. She was like, "You need to have a picture or something on the wall, some sort of decoration hanging on your wall as a conversation piece." And I was like, I was like, yo, that makes sense. And so she was like, "Yeah, because I'm sitting here." She was like, "Other than the TV, ain't nothing else to look at." I was like, "Yeah, you're right about that." As soon as she left, I decorated my house. You know, I went out and bought Muhammad Ali pictures, you know, and New York Giants pictures. You know, I went to the thrift store, whatever picture I liked, I grabbed and I hung it on my wall. And I had told my mom what she said. My mom was like, "That was very intelligent of her." She was like, you know, she's a very intelligent chick. She was like, "I don't know who the chick is." I was like, "Mom, she looked like Nell Carter." She was like, "The hell with what she looked like." She was like, "She got a good head on her shoulders." So me and Nell Carter, still friends to this day. Like I said, we had an on again, off again sexual relationship. And I haven't seen her in person in about, probably about 18 years. Yeah, it's been about 18 years since I seen her in person. And the reason why it's been so long is because I think she moved out of town. I think she moved to Florida. But we've been friends on Facebook probably for like the last 15 years. And every now and then we chop it up on Facebook. And I probably could beat it again, but I don't want to. And here's the reason why. She went and got a breast reduction about 7-8 years ago. And she's undesirable to me. She's still cute, but she's undesirable. I hate to say it, but she used to always talk about getting a breast reduction done. And I used to tell her, no, those are your prized possessions. Don't do it. She used to be like, but my back be killing me. I didn't understand it back then. I'm like, what's your back got to do with your breast? I was young. I was in my 20s. I was like 25. I didn't understand it. A lot of women with big breasts suffer from back problems. Not all, but some. And she was short. Being that she had a short stature, she couldn't take it. I guess her back would give out at times, so she wouldn't have that breast reduction. So, 1 minute she was posting pictures of her, on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, she still got them good big breasts. I miss jizzing on them. And then the next minute, she had lost a couple 100 pounds. Now she looked like Nell Carter in the face, but she looked skinny. She like I said, she looked average and undesirable. Like, and she used to be mouth-watering. I used to want to eat a bowl of cereal every time I came around her. Now it's like, hey, how you doing? She used to break necks. Now it's like, don't nobody bat an eye at her. And I think she know that because she don't even get on Facebook like that no more. She don't post pictures of herself that much, Back when Facebook used to pinpoint your location and you could see where your friends are on like a map. I was in Florida visiting my dad's side of the family, and I noticed I wasn't too far from where she was at. We was in the same city. We was both in Largo, Florida, outside of Tampa. And like, I was like, oh shoot. I was like, Nell Carter, not too far from where I was, and I could have went to go visit her, because I had my uncle car. My uncle let me use one of their cars, and I'm sure she knew where I was at because she was liking some of the pictures that I was taking and posting to Facebook. But I didn't want to link up to her. I didn't have a desire to link up with her. Rather, I didn't have a desire to link up with her. Like, what? It's like, I don't want you no more. Hi, how you doing? Bye. Now it's like hi and bye. I'm sorry to say it, but hey, it's the truth. Y'all fellas know what I'm talking about. Y'all know where I'm coming from. Once a chick have a breast reduction, it's like, damn, you can't jizz on them no more. I mean, now all she got is probably like a nip and some scars underneath where they did the surgery. Some holes, where they poked the hole to suck all the fat out. It is what it is, y'all. It's your boy Remo. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.